Giving Kreacher Regulus's locket was a good move. Harry had never tasted better French onion soup. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Chapter 12.
You ever seen this before? Kreacher?
It's Master Regulus's locket.
But there were two, weren't there? Where's the other one?
Kreacher doesn't know where the other locket is.
Yes, but did you ever see it? Was it in this house?
Filthy mudblood, Death Eaters will come in your blood, traitor Weasley.
Answer her.
For Kreacher's famous French onion soup, we are going to need 4 medium onions. Yeah, excuse me. Half a stick butter, but I got out a whole stick of butter for now. 1 baguette that we have already cut up. Half a cup of cheese of your choice. They suggest Parmesan, but I got Gruyere because I'm fancy. 1/2 a cup of salt. 1/4 of a cup of pepper. I think, yeah. 1/4 of a teaspoon of sugar, which I think that's a little too much, but I'll measure it out. Don't worry. 1 tablespoon of flour. And 6 cups of beef broth right here. Almost said stock, and there's actually a difference. So, we're going to be making our croutons out of the baguette first. Let's get started. Then we're going to melt our butter into the pan. And it says to brush it over the crusty bread. But I'm going to mix mine up in a bowl and see how it goes. And I've brushed all the croutons with our melted butter, and as you notice, I've sprinkled some Parmesan cheese over the top. We're going to be putting them in the oven at 350 for I think about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to have to check though. Now let's take out our croutons and see how they got without spilling them, Heather. Without spilling them. Alright. That one came apart. Oh yeah, they're crispier. Alright, sorry about part of that stove view. Looks like it's time to get our soup together. Right, I've added my onions to the pot that we'll be cooking our soup in. I'm going to give them a nice generous sprinkle of the pepper. Probably should have measured it out to the 1/4 and the 1/2, but I don't like putting as much sometimes, so you do you and put as much as you need or want. They do suggest a 1/2 a teaspoon and a 1/4 of a teaspoon, though. Next, I'm going to sprinkle in the sugar that I remeasured out, and we are going to let the onions cook for about 15 minutes until they start getting brown. Alright, I forgot to show you one step where I stirred in the flour, but I stirred in the flour, made sure that the watering part of the onions, or the weeping part, whatever you want to call it, was mixed up with it, and I added in my 6 cups of beef broth. I also put it in a smaller pot because I realized I was wasting a lot of space. But now we're going to let this cook for about 30 minutes. Alright, so the soup and the broth and the onions are all boiling together, and I turned down the heat now that they're boiling. I'm going to tell you the sad story of me burning the onions on the bottom. So if you see a few little black specks in there, that's probably some of the leftover black. And I'll dig it out as I make it. But, you know what? Every recipe has its mistakes, and mine was that I didn't wash the bottom of the onions before. But I salvaged enough to still make the soup, so I'll show you when I dish it out. So I'm still going to try the soup despite having a few little bumps in the road. We're supposed to put in some croutons. So what is French onion soup without its bread? Sadly, I like a lot of it because by the time I'm done with it, it's like all soaked up. So, And then you're supposed to put some cheese on top. Don't know how well I'm doing this. Let that spread around and melt. I'll show you the finished product in about 2 minutes. Alright, and here is the finished product, and I am going to try to take a little taste of it that has everything. Since nobody else in my house likes French onion soup. Here we go. That is awesome. Despite the very slight burnt flavor from the onions. That I'll totally admit I did. I would totally make this again, hopefully without the burnt flavor. But even with that, this is still 99% awesome. So, hopefully you can try it at home without burning your onions. And I'd like to take a moment to mention the Gamers and Geeks Can Cook playlist by Fall Girl and Jepic of Death. If you want to see more videos from our channel and many other channels, go there and watch all of them. Everybody deserves your love too. And you will see us soon. Laters.
I think it's brilliant.
You're a wizard, Harry.